Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Vussy Magz. You know the vibes. Your boy is back in the cut. So today we're gonna do something a little bit different. Man, not really different. I'm gonna drop an analysis video since it's a Sunday. I'm just chilling. Um, I'm hungover as hell, but yeah, I'm saying I was just busy about to analyze the charts. I'm like, let me somehow drop an analysis video for y'all because I fuck with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So if you fuck with me too, like, comment, subscribe, click the bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any future drops. So it's going to go like this. So this is this is an account I was pushing last week. 0501. This was last week. I started pushing this account last week, and if you can see, I've only been trading gold. It's a USD account. So the account was funded with $213, which you can see there, and then made a withdrawal of $1,000, and then currently the balance is $1,000 from 200. So yeah, I'm gonna show you how to analyze this thing in the building, and we're going to see if we can find something else also that we might be able to trade. Well, for you guys, I might analyze something else, but mostly I'm going to be trading gold. I don't know. Yeah, let's just go into it and see what's up. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to look at gold. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove the period separators, which is the session breaks. Session breaks, for those of you guys who don't know, they kind of show us the beginning and the end of each trading day or cycle. You understand? Yeah. So looking at gold, this is the H1. This was basically my analysis for the whole week, right? I was just trading this. I've been trading this for the past 2 weeks. I've just been trading this setup here. You understand? And I'm gonna go deeper and explain it. So much noise. I forgot to close the window, so the noise was a bit too much. Alright guys, so this is gold, the setup that I've been trading. Like I said, you were in a crazy bullish or a rally. You understand? We're gonna look at the H4 first to see the movement, or the daily. Yeah, I actually have a daily outlook on this thing. So on the daily, you can see the only thing I did with this chart was kind of draw this trend line just to show like where price might potentially hit in the future. Might, you understand? I said might. So the price might hit somewhere here in the future, and if it does, I'm going to have this trend line so I can be ready should that happen. You understand? We made contact twice, and then ever since we just moved further and further away from the trend line. I'm going to try and see if basically we can have another trend line here, but not really, because we did reject. Guys, I'm gonna tell you this, it's best to try everything that you see. Like, don't ever take an idea that you're seeing for granted, because it might cost you money. So that's why I keep trying all these new trend lines and stuff like that if I see them, to see if it might be valid or something like that. So I think this one I'm gonna leave it here. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, and then now we can focus here, because it might make it, the price might make its way down to this trend line here. Understand? Even here or somewhere here, we might see like a reaction. You understand? So I'm going to keep it solely for that reason. So now we're going to go back to the H4, because we basically know what's happening on the daily. So on the H4, I think I'm going to remove this. Okay, this I can still keep. And I like to put this rectangles in there, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's because sometimes you might have a resistance or support, like this one, because your support detects that you have to put your trend line at the end of the candlestick. But sometimes price may actually just come to play at the end of the candlestick body. You understand? So I like to keep it I like to give it a range. My support and resistance is like I put them in terms of ranges. I don't like to put it at a specific price because with experience, I've come to see that price action really does behave that way. Sometimes it might just wick. You understand? Something like this, if you can see the support that I have there. But I'm moving against the point of what I'm trying to say. Yeah. We want H4. I think we can downgrade to H1. So in H1, we had this what you call this? We have this support that we have down there still marked, and then we have this resistance here. It was marked, but the price really didn't do much with it. So I think we can remove it. Understand? We can remove it. And then the price kind of started this new trend line here, right? The trend line has been respected because it made contact once, twice, and then here I saw the market go for a liquidity grab, yeah? Down there, here. Because it was basically, in other terms, a fake out. But you can see that it was a support, but also the trend line was also acting as a support. So I knew that something was going to happen here, which is why I managed to further grow the account. And we also have a trend line here that you need to follow. Yeah? So guys, I know it kind of seems like I'm telling you guys to follow trend lines, and trend lines are out of style. But me, I'm just showing you genuinely how the method that make me money. Understand? I'm showing you guys the method that make me money. So whether it's trend lines or what, if you just want money, follow what I'm telling you. So okay, sharp, we have our trend lines, but we also need to have levels that we mark out. Yeah? Price moves in levels. Yeah? Trend lines are there to kind of help us to see some of these levels, but overall you need to look at prices in terms of levels, which is why I have my support marked there. So now the price, the way now, so now so now that we couldn't make it down here, I understand why. It's because of this level here, this zone here. But I thought I was going to weak there, but it didn't, and it's still fine. And now it appears that we're in a buy. So what I want you guys to do, once you have this analysis down, this part of the H1, you need to go to your period separators, which is session breaks, add them so you can see where each day is starting, right? Ash, you see what I'm going to say now? It's going to give you that extra sauce, ne? It's going to give you that extra sauce. But if I can tell you, should I really tell you? Let me think about this, because I'm basically telling you how to make money now and for free. So you gotta hit that like, ne? And then I'm gonna tell you, okay, sharp. So what you need to do, you need to focus on the movement that gold makes as soon as it opens. Yeah? That's where you get the majority of the move. So you see here, this is the market open, and then we get a big swing, right? It just helps that if I enter a trade there, I know that there's a level there. You see, once we hit that trend line, you know you can close. And also, once the market goes back to that trend line, but it fails to break out, to push further down, you know it's time to buy. So I don't hold trades overnight because of swap. Anyone that knows swap is very painful, guys. You see, most of the times you can see the move. Gold makes a move here, and once we have this zone here, it fails to what? It fails to push below that. So you know you must buy. And just this move to here, you don't have to like, guys, we're on the H1, so 3 hours move is a lot. Trust me, it might look small here, but it's actually a lot. You see, the market pushes, opens, we have this zone here. We go to what? To a support zone. You already have this structure. The market pushes down to a support zone. You see, it wicks and it never closes below that. You know, you can buy. 2 hours pushing upwards. The market comes back down again. It still fails to close below. And then you get this engulfing candlestick. Candlesticks also matter, guys. I'm telling you. You get this engulfing candlestick. You enter your trade. Actually, why am I using this? Because you can just use this. You enter your trade on the next candlestick. Support can act as a what? As a SL. But you don't put it directly as support because the price might go in weak. And you just go for a 1-to-1 move or 1:2. It still goes, but you know what I'm saying? That's how you manage your trades. It depends on your style. So you can see as soon as the market moves, usually it goes to a level where it's going to give you a trade. Yeah. Let's see, what's the trade here? There was a trade. The market moves. As soon as it opens, it pushes down and then it wicks at the support zone. It doesn't close below. Keeps buying. You understand? Keeps buying from that moment onward. So it's all about the structure. So now when this chart opens, which is going to be tomorrow or later tonight, basically. Let's say this is our period separator here. If the price opens, not the price, if this market opens and then we see a push down here, push down to this zone, either we don't close below this trend line or we don't close below this support, then you know it's time to buy. Or we push up. Yeah, we have this resistance now is 10 support. No, we have this support 10 resistance here, but we also have this resistance here. You understand? We have double resistance here. So we can somehow just make it one resistance zone. Just increase the size of it. So if we make our way here and we don't close above, we know that we are going to sell. But guys, it's what I'm doing because, you know what I'm saying, there's the FSCA thing going on. It's what I'm doing illegal now for sharing my ideas, because I'm saying we're going to sell. Let me correct. I am going to sell. A death of us, guy, FSCA. So basically, I'm going to sell if I see the price come to this zone here and then we fail to close above. Then I'm going to sell. And I'm going to buy if the price makes its way down to this support trend line or this support zone here. So basically, I'm just going to mark it as a zone also from here to there. So it's trend line plus support. So if we can't close below here and the price comes down here, then what I'm going to do, I'm going to look for buying opportunities down there. SL below thing, maybe go for 1-to-1. My trades, my account sizes are usually big. So if it's the other one I funded $200, which is like 4,000 or something in South African rand, so I can size my position nicely, but not like full margin, because so you have to look at your margin also when you're opening such trades. And the advice that I would give is to always size your positions according to your balance. But this thing also funding ka 500, it's only good if you're trading full margin. But a 500 rands account and then trading 0.01 is just not part of my life plans. And if I could give advice, I'll tell you not to even do that. Practice a demo account until you can fund proper. And as far as prop firm goes, I don't really know if that's my thing. That's not really my thing, guys. Understand? Everybody has their own thing. You gotta find your own edge in this market. So yeah, I'm just sharing a structure or analysis that I think might play out. So this is what I'm going to be looking forward to tomorrow. You understand? This is what I'm going to be looking forward to more. So my niggas, this is what it is. I told you I might look into trading something else, but really I've just been making my money from gold lately. So this is why I'm dropping the analysis. If you like it, let me know in the comment section what you're also looking forward to, or how you also analyzing your markets and stuff like that. I repeat, this is not trading advice. It's not trading advice. I'm just sharing my opinions on how I'm going to potentially trade tomorrow. So don't take this as advice or anything like that. It's not a signal. Next, you understand? So anyways, it's your boy Vussy Magz. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to me too. If you want to see more of this, I might bring them back. But you guys, the thing is, you don't like watching this analysis videos, so it's up to you. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.